Okay, this is Ringwalk Media. It's Media Week, Media Day, and we've got Jack Massey, who's got the fight of his life going on this week. Jack, really good to see you, mate.
Yeah, you too, mate. It's all coming together now, isn't it? It's fight week now. You know, get the press conference out of the way, weigh-in out of the way, and then it's fight night Saturday night.
Well, listen, we had the public workout at the Trafford Centre, and you had a cracking reception from the crowd.
Yeah, it was great. You know, it's good to have a few people there watching that. You know, it's exciting. It's all good publicity, isn't it?
And obviously, first time out for quite some time. I bet it felt good getting back in that ring and just, you know, bouncing around with everyone watching you on a fight week.
Yeah, definitely. It was. You know, it felt good. It felt like I was back in there. You know, in the ring, like you say, in front of all them people watching you, eyes on you. So it's it's all good.
So let's talk about the fight coming up. Obviously, you're stepping up to heavyweight. You've had a really, really comprehensive training camp. Yeah, but I guess you're not worrying about food at the moment. You know, you're not worried about weight or anything. I mean, how's the training camp gone?
Training camp's gone absolutely brilliant. You know, nothing I can complain about. It's probably the hardest training camp in my life because we've only had 6 weeks for this, but so has he. But it's been great. No niggles. We've done loads of rounds of sparring, which is great for me. That's the main thing for me. And we've got no niggles, we've got no injuries. We've you know, sometimes with these camps, you pick up little niggles, but it's all gone smooth and it's all plain sailing. So ready for fight night. And
you know, many regard you as the underdog in this fight, but I think that's a little bit what's the word? People are not actually taking your benefits and your skill set sort of seriously because they haven't seen as much of you, but you really have got a big whack on you and you're a cracking boxer. Why would people consider you as an underdog in a fight like this?
You know, I am the underdog. Do you know what I mean? I am the underdog, and not a lot of people have seen me on the big stage. No one's really seen what I'm capable of yet. So it's rightly so, and you know, I kind of like being the underdog. I'd rather sort of go to someone's back garden and fight them in front of their own crowd. I sort of that gets me going. But we're in Manchester, you know, loads of people behind me, which is going to be great. But you know, people will see what I'm really about. You know, this is a tough test, and it's my time to shine for this one, and it's going to bring the best out of me on Saturday night, fighting someone, you know, a top 10 heavyweight, someone who's a massive threat, a big puncher. You know, so it's people are going to see the real Jack Massey on Saturday night.
I guess that question was a little bit jumbled because I have seen you obviously not fighting on the bigger stage, fighting in the smaller areas. I mean, you have been a world champion. People need to remember that you have been a world champion and completely disgustingly treated, I've got to add, and that's my personal opinion. I know it's maybe not yours, but I cannot believe that they did what they did, and you know, people need to recognise you have been a world champion.
Yeah, it is. Like you say, it is disgusting how I've been treated, and it's you know, it was a tough year last year, and it was horrible, but inside and outside the ring. But we've got this opportunity now, and we're going to take it with both hands. This fight is the golden ticket, and this fight is, you know, get through this fight. It's life-changing stuff. You know, I've got a little baby girl on the way to think about now and put food on the table for, so that's a bit of extra incentive to get this fight, you know, won in good style.
I mean, it's a great fight, but it's not a great fight because two of the nicest guys in boxing are in the ring.
Yeah, do you know what? We're both not really about that, are we? We're both not loudmouths. You know, we've got respect for each other outside the ring, but on Saturday night when we get in the ring, that's where it's there's going to be no respect whatsoever, especially coming from myself. It's all going to be, you know, he's an obstacle in my way, what I've got to deal with, and that's all I see him as, an obstacle.
Do you think, obviously, he's a very hard puncher, and as are you, of course. But do you think your best chance is maybe to take him the full distance?
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's you know, we're looking to get a points win over this, take him the distance. But you know, if he's there for the taking, if he's tired, and I see a little opening, I'm going to take it.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it's going to be an absolutely immense fight. And you talked about, you know, this fight being the fight of your life. We've spoken to you before a few weeks ago, and you know, you're working hard then, probably not as talkative as you are now. But it really is a fight of your life. It could be life-changing, this fight.
Yeah, it literally is the fight of my life. In the ring, you know, I had the fight of my life last year, but this in the ring, this is the fight of my life, and this is like I say, the golden ticket, win this fight. It's life-changing stuff. It changes my life, changes my family's life, and it's exciting stuff.
And you jokingly said a few weeks ago, if you won the fight, you go for Fury. Why not? But on a serious note, if you were to win this fight on the weekend, which you're hoping to do, I know Kevin will put you in the right place, of course. But what are your personal sort of desires? Who would you really like to have a go at?
Listen, it's got to be another top 10 heavyweight. We get through this fight. Parker's a top 10 heavyweight, so it's got to stay up there. We'll probably have a bit more time before the next fight. So, why not Joshua? Why not Fury? Why not someone who's wanting a comeback fight? So, there's some big names out there.
And do you see yourself staying at heavyweight or sort of dropping back down to the cruiserweight?
We'll get through this fight first, see where we are. Get through this fight. We're staying at heavyweight.
And of course, an old foe of yours, Mr. Riakporhe, is here this week as well. You were keeping a close eye on his fight, I'm assuming.
Yeah, definitely. He's another one nice guy. Riakporhe, he's a respectful guy. We saw each other yesterday at the public workout. Shook hands, all smiles. But yeah, he's definitely a target there for the future.
And he's a Palace fan, so he's all right in my book. We actually did over Man United last night, didn't we? 1-1. So he's going to be happy today. Listen, it's been cracking to see your team around you as well. Yesterday, yours was one of the only teams that were, joking and laughing and looked completely comfortable. Just how much has your team helped you in this camp and all the way through to today?
Yeah, massively. It's not just about myself. We're a team at the end of the day, and Charlie, who's in my corner, we've obviously trained together since we was 15, 16, so he knows me through and through, knows how what buttons to press and what buttons not to press, and it's all smiles, all relaxed, and then it's knuckle down serious time Saturday night.
Well, listen, we're going to go live on Sky Sports in a minute. We've got the press conference. Should be colourful to say the least, especially with Mr. Eubanks. He's he's never a quiet lad, is he? But leave us with a little message to Joseph Parker.
Joe, I'll see you Saturday, mate. Don't underestimate me.
There you go. Listen, Jack, we wish you all the best. We really hope that you're successful on the weekend, and hopefully we're talking to you on Saturday night with a victory under your belt. Thanks, mate.
Cheers, pal.